Good afternoon, children. 7th Standard English. Children, today we are going to learn Unit 3, Prose 3, Book Back Exercises. The title of the lesson is A Prayer to the Teacher. Now you turn to page number 60 in your e-book. Reading. Part 1. Which of these statements do you find in the speech? First one, inclusion is essential for us to do well in life. The answer is true. You have to put a tick mark. Second one, we should neglect others. You have to put wrong. The answer is false. Communicate politely with the less privileged. The answer is true. Number 4, teachers teach us to communicate well. Answer is true. Number 5, effective communication is inessential to excel in life. The answer is false. Next, we will move on to part 2. Read the statements. Tick the correct words. You can tick more than one. Number 1, we should develop the ability to learn from dash. So, you can choose the 3 answers: self, others, books. Number 2, teachers help me to learn dash things. The answer is you can write new things or difficult things. Both answers are correct. Number 3, teach me to appreciate dash. You can write teach me to appreciate nature, and also you can write teach me to appreciate small creatures. Number 4, we should learn to dash questions. The answer is ask questions, and also you can write answer questions. Next, we will move on to vocabulary. Turn to page number 61. Prefix and suffix. First, we will see what is meant by prefix. Prefix means a syllable or a word part added to the beginning of a word is called a prefix. For example, disconnect, imbalance, unhappy. Here prefix can change the meaning of the word. Next we can see what is meant by suffix. Suffix means a syllable or a word part added to the end of a word is called a suffix. For example, playful, dependable, homeless. Here a suffix changes the meaning of a word. Now we will see the exercise. Part A. Match the suitable prefix or suffix to create new words of your own, one as done for you. Number 1. Form, conform. Number 2. Patriot. You have to write the new word patriotism. Number 3, diverse, diversity. Number 3, slaved, enslaved. Number 5, animate, inanimate. Number 6, consumer, consumerism. Number 7, naked, nakedness. Part B, refer to a dictionary, add a prefix or suffix to the following words and find their antonyms. Number 1, privileged, underprivileged. So, here you can add prefix or suffix and also the antonyms. Number 2, animate, inanimate. Number 3, discriminate, indiscriminate. So, you are adding your prefix and suffix and also the suitable antonyms. Number 4, empty and empty. Number 5, communicate, miscommunicate. Number 6, learn, unlearn. Next, we will move on to the listening skills. Turn to page number 82, Unit 3. The topic is the tail of the pencil. Now I will read the passage. Listen to me. Raj was upset because he had done poorly in his English test. His grandmother sat with him and gave him a pencil. A puzzled Raj looked at his grandma and said, He didn't deserve a pencil after his performance in the test. His grandma explained, "You can learn a great many things from this pencil because it is just like you. It experiences a painful sharpening, just the way you have experienced the pain of not doing well in your test. However, it will help you be a better student, just as all the good that comes from the pencil is from within itself. You will also find the strength to overcome this hurdle. And finally, just as this pencil will make its mark on any surface, you too shall leave your mark on anything you choose to." Raj was immediately consoled and promised himself that he would do better in future. Moral of the story: we all have the strength to be who we wish to be. Now we will see the exercise. Turn to page number 62, part C. Listen to the story and fill in the blanks by selecting the right option. Number 1. Raj was upset as he had done poorly in his English test. Number 2. His grandmother gave him a dash, pen or pencil. The answer is pencil. Number 3. Granny compared dash, Raj or Ravi with the pencil. So here answer is Raj. Number 4. Raj's pain of not doing well in his test was compared with dash of pencils, sharpening or writing. The answer is sharpening. Number 5. Raj understood that the failures are stepping stone to dash, success or climbing. The answer is success. Next, we will move on to the pictogrammar. Preposition. A preposition comes before a noun or pronoun in a sentence and shows the relationship to another word or part of the sentence. Prepositions can be classified into 3 groups. Now, you look at this picture. Preposition, position, time, place. First, we will see the position. On the table, above the head, over the bridge. Next, we will see the time. At 5 a.m., during the morning, in the evening. Now, we will see the place. In Viluppuram, at the bus stop, inside the classroom. Next, return to page number 64. Look at the pictures given below, read the preposition and do the activities. First one is next to. Next picture, behind. Next one, out of. Next, into. Around, in, through. Now you look at page number 65. Look at the pictures, pick out the right preposition and fill in the speech bubbles given below. So here are some clue words: between, down from, under, inside, on, in front of, over. First picture is over. Next picture, the girl is standing on. Third one, down from. Next picture, under. Next one is inside. Next, the girl is standing in front of the box. Next one, the boy is sitting between the box. Turn to page number 66. Use grammar. Part F. Read the following sentences carefully and underline the prepositions. Number 1. Julian placed a lunchbox inside her bag. So, which is a preposition here? Inside. You have to underline inside. Number 2. Vinodni left the house before sunrise. You have to underline before. Number 3. Ben saw Daisy playing across the road. You have to underline across. Number 4. Hema keeps all her teddy bears on top of her wardrobe. You have to underline on, off. Number 5. Divya hid the sweets behind her back. You have to underline behind. Next one. Sudha fell over during the basketball match. You have to underline over. Number 7. Madhusudan checked to see if his keys had fallen underneath his chair. You have to underline underneath. Number 8. Mrs. Meena asked the children to go into her classroom. You have to underline into, that is a preposition. Number 9. After lunch, the children were allowed to play. You have to underline after. Number 10. Saravanan climbed onto the horse. So which is a preposition here? Onto. Okay children, we will stop with this. Next class we will continue the remaining exercises, and also for today's assignment you are going to complete the given exercises in your English book very neatly. Thank you children.